Now at 5:30, Kentucky State troopers on the scene of an investigation in Rockcastle County. They say someone called in to report possibly finding some human remains.
Details coming up on WKYT this morning. Also, more information this morning on a man arrested and charged with murder in a months-old case in Lexington. 21-year-old Javon McGee is charged with killing a man in December.
We, jury, find the defendant, Shannon McHubers, guilty of murder.
A Lexington woman's been found guilty of killing her boyfriend in northern Kentucky in 2012. We'll have the latest on the case in just a few minutes.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning. A very cold start to this Friday as we get things underway on WKYT. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. The good news is, though, it is Friday. Even though it's going to be a little cool, we're going to see some nice temperatures at some point this weekend, so that'll be good.
Sunshine should be good, but we'll be watching tomorrow. So meteorologist Micah Harris is on duty in our First Alert Weather Center.
You know, we're right there on that edge of really chilly air and then that mild air just to the south of us. I mean, it's right there over Tennessee. So here's the deal. We start off this morning with clear skies. Things look good. I don't see any issues. The problem is we're sitting there in that really cold spot, but there's a big temperature gradient, which means really close with the cold air and the mild air. So once we go through the day, this moves northbound, and that mild air comes from Tennessee and slides right in our neck of the woods. It doesn't really have to go far. That's how we're going to see those temperatures climb very rapidly throughout the day. We go from 32 to 63 in just about 12 hours. It's really, really a big swing of temperatures toward the afternoon. And that's a good feeling day as we reach that 4 or 5 p.m. time frame. Going off into the night, clouds will be on the increase, and some rain will start to move in overnight and into tomorrow too. We're tracking severe weather potential tomorrow, and I'll show you all that when you can expect it coming up.
All right, a lot to keep up with. We'll have that shortly. Thank you.
We are going now to a developing story out of Rockcastle County this morning. Kentucky State Police troopers on the scene of an active investigation.
Just to let you know what we know right now. They're telling us someone called in to report finding human remains, or at least that's what they suspect it is, along a creek bed near the Laurel County line. That's the Callaway Branch Creek area near US 25 there around Livingston. WKYT's Mark Barber is at our live desk with the latest on what we now know about the investigation. Mark, good morning.
Good morning. State police say they made the disturbing discovery late last night when investigators found the remains scattered along Callaway Branch Creek. According to KSP, investigators are still trying to figure out if the remains are human. State police have roped off the scene. They tell us they are waiting for daylight, which is when state forensic pathologists will start looking into the case. Again, investigators are not saying if the remains are human, but we do know that forensic pathologists investigate human corpses. Laurel County deputies say they found the remains last night after someone called them about a suspicious discovery near South End Loop Road, in Rockcastle County. There, about 6 miles from the Laurel County line, deputies say they found the remains spread along the creek bed. At that point, Rockcastle County deputies became involved and state police took over the investigation. Now, investigators say there are still many unanswered questions in the case. They're hoping daylight brings more answers. From the live desk, Mark Barber, WKYT.
All right, thanks so much, Mark. We are learning more this morning about the arrest of a Lexington man charged with murder.
Police say they caught 21-year-old Javon McGee last night. He is charged with killing Joseph Parker in December. And now police say they know what may have led up to that murder. WKYT's Hillary Thornton is live from District Court with the latest information. Hillary, what have you found out?
Good morning. Well, that's right. The man police say shot and killed Joseph Ramon Parker back in December of last year near the Augusta Court area is now behind bars after witnesses were able to help investigators piece together what exactly happened. Police say 21-year-old Javon Tink McGee shot Parker several times. Parker died a short time later from those injuries. Lexington police say they were able to identify McGee as the shooter after talking to witnesses who say they saw Parker and McGee get into a physical altercation and then watched McGee pull out a gun and shoot Parker in the neck from close range. Investigators say a witness then watched McGee leave that area but return a short time later and exchanged words with that witness. According to the arrest warrant, McGee then went into an apartment, changed clothes, and then left the area with his sister. The witness says the sister returned a short time later without McGee. Now, those clothes witnesses say McGee was wearing during that shooting were found later in a search of that apartment and the surrounding area. McGee was then identified in a photo lineup by those witnesses. He is scheduled to be in court today facing that murder charge. Live in Lexington, Hillary Thornton, back to you.
Hillary, thank you. New from overnight, a jury has found a Lexington woman guilty of shooting and killing her boyfriend back in 2012. 24-year-old Shayna Hubers, a former UK student, shot her boyfriend Ryan Poston when he tried to break up with her. While Hubers' defense tried to argue that she had shot Poston in self-defense, the prosecution argued that she murdered Poston. The jury will go back to court at 10 o'clock this morning for the sentencing phase of the trial.
Friends of Lexington's latest murder victim are making sure he is not forgotten. So far, police have not made any arrests for the death of 22-year-old Salahuddin Jidmood. He was murdered Sunday. He was a member of a stage right acting here in Lexington. His friends created a tribute video of him and posted it online. They say Jidmood's talent for acting made him so much more than just a pizza delivery driver.
And when you can hear his voice and you can see him looking at other people, that's just a whole different way of seeing somebody. It lifts him off the page.
To watch the full online tribute to Jidmood, go to our website, WKYT.com. Police still asking the public for tips in this murder investigation as they look for who's responsible.
A close early morning call for a Lexington driver after she crashed her car right into a train. This happened about 1:30 this morning at the train tracks that cross Waller Avenue. Police say she didn't stop for the warning equipment and crashed into the train. And amazingly, she was not seriously injured. She was taken over to UK hospital to be checked. Police have cited the young woman for DUI.
A convicted burglar who was out on parole is now back in jail facing new charges in Laurel County. Police say a constable spotted James Lopez peeking into homes in Laurel County on Wednesday. They say he then led officers on a chase before being arrested. Police say Lopez had a stolen TV and tools in his car. In 2013, police say Lopez broke into homes in 4 counties. He was convicted and received an 8-year sentence, but he received parole after 14 months. Prosecutors say it's frustrating.
It says that, yeah, we have a problem with our system. I mean, we have 22,000 people in prison, and you have the legislators are pushing corrections to get people out of jail as fast as they can.
Lopez now faces 10 new charges in Laurel County, including wanton endangerment and fleeing or evading police.
5:37 is the time on WKYT this morning. The former owner of Retire America Incorporated has pleaded guilty to charges of theft and fraud. 66-year-old Kenneth Eugene Thomas pleaded guilty earlier this month in an investment scheme. That's according to our partners at the Herald Leader. He was accused of defrauding investors of more than $3.3 million. Investigators say he accepted money from clients for investments, but the investments never existed. Thomas is expected to be sentenced on May 22nd.
New this morning, a stage collapse at an Indiana high school injured more than a dozen people. This one happened at Westfield High School north of Indianapolis. Police say at least one person is critically injured. The school was hosting the play American Pie. The stage collapsed as students were dancing on it during the closing number.
I then saw the pieces of wood begun to collapse, and then a falling of faces. I just saw this shock, this look of shock, and this moment of silence after it had collapsed, a moment of confusion, and then began screaming from parents.
Very detailed description there. The collapse sent the students into the orchestra pit below. School is expected to be in session today. They say they'll have counselors.
Well, investigators are still trying to figure out what caused a fire that killed a Floyd County woman. The fire started around 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon at a home on Highway 2030 in the Little Mud Creek area. The coroner says a woman in her mid-60s was found dead inside the home. Her name has not been released yet. Investigators say her body has been sent to Frankfurt for an autopsy.
Well, Bluebell is busy cleaning its facilities while its products remain off store shelves. This comes in response to listeria illness linked to Bluebell ice cream. The company says employees at its creameries will also undergo training. Those creameries will be closed at least a week. Bluebell recalled all its products Monday.
Some people in Lexington will wake up this morning and find a surprise gift outside of their homes. A Transylvania University art class has painted 500 birdhouses as part of a community art project. They started putting them out around 5 o'clock this morning. They put the birdhouses on fences and porches and in trees in neighborhoods on the north and east sides of Lexington. That project is aimed at bringing people together.
Really, it's a very simple idea that if you sit down and just spend some time with someone and make art with them or converse with them or chit chat with them, a lot of your preconceived ideas about that person will be challenged.
Organizers say this program is teaching transy art students to be good neighbors and better understand their community. Kind of a town gown effort right there.
You know, and we've got some very talented artists here in Lexington, definitely, as evidenced by those birdhouses. Let's check live drive traffic, see what is happening out on the roads this morning.
Take a look at Broadway and High Street. No, we won't. We look at the interstate right now. Out there right now, you can see things are mostly clear. No reports of any major problems at the moment, and we have no delays anywhere. So it looks real good right now. Buckle up and make it a safe ride in. A lot more coming up for you Friday morning on WKYT.
Thanks for being here with us. These high school kids are shooting for the stars, trying to cook up a meal for astronauts. We'll show you more of their culinary creations in just a few minutes.
Well, it's really, really cold outside this morning, but we have a lot of events going on today and towards your weekend. Now, I'll talk to you about the temperatures and not only that, but those thunderstorms for those events coming up next.